Right now at 5, it's an alert day.
Meteorologist Eric Dean is tracking the possibility of some severe storms.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good afternoon and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Amy DuPont. We had some heavy rain already this afternoon. That possibility of severe weather not over yet.
News 8 Now meteorologist Eric Dean is in with what we should expect. Good evening, Eric.
Hey, good evening, guys. That's right. Today is an alert day, and here's the reason why. Here's a look at the radar scan. You can see that line of thunderstorms pushing its way across the Coulee region. This is over the past couple hours. We had that line of showers and thunderstorms. Let's go ahead and take a look here now at the live view, and you can see what's happening with this. It's off towards the east now, so this is the precursor of what's to come, and you can see what's behind all this crazy weather that pushed through. Temperatures in the 30s and 40s, 40 in Minneapolis, 37 Austin, Rochester's at 39, 34 Mankato, Mason City's at 37. That's our air for tomorrow. Some places tomorrow on the high end won't even make it above freezing. Think about that for a second, especially with today where we were at 69, which tied a record. Outside right now, we have a mixture of clouds. The sun's trying to peek through across the area. This is making for a beautiful sunset. Nonetheless, we're sitting at 52 degrees. That wind is starting to pick up out of the west-northwest at 18 miles per hour. Our humidity is still up there at 74%. So we take a look at the 24-hour temperature change, and behind that front, temperatures are between 16 to 22 to 27 degrees cooler than 24 hours ago. And like I said, this is going to push its way through starting tomorrow as we go into the weekend. Now, Ken and Amy coming up in the first alert forecast. Yeah, we're talking highs in the 30s. Our average high for this time of year is 49 degrees. And I'm going to tell you how long the below normal temperatures will stay in the forecast. You definitely do not want to miss that.
Yeah, hopefully not too much longer, right?
Yeah, well, it's November.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Eric.
You bet.
We have some new news this afternoon. Viroqua Police Chief Richard Neidfeld is on paid administrative leave.
Now, Viroqua's Mayor Justin Running confirmed to News 8 Now after a months-long external investigation, he filed disciplinary charges against the chief. Mayor Running says he's hoping for a resolution on this sensitive matter, but would not comment on the nature of the charges.
News 8 Now will continue to follow this developing story.
The trial for a former La Crosse pediatrician accused of sexual assault of children is delayed. Joseph Poteruca is charged with 3 counts of first-degree child sexual assault for kids under the age of 13. In a hearing today, a La Crosse County judge said they're hoping to move the trial along, but the prosecution says they're waiting for evidence.
Given the request of the mother of the victims, I can understand the stress that they'd be going through, having to wait that long.
We are waiting for some evidence to be processed by the crime lab.
So the judge scheduled another scheduling conference for December 21st.
A Durand nurse that's in Wisconsin now charged with elder abuse. Investigators say she cut off a hospice patient's foot last spring. Mary Brown is accused of cutting off that man's foot. She told her coworker she wanted to display the foot at her family's taxidermy shop with a sign saying, "Wear your boots, kids." Within a week of having his foot removed, the 62-year-old died. The criminal complaint did not say the amputation caused his death, but according to the complaint, Brown told 2 other nurses she was going to cut off the foot. The nurses told her not to. A nursing assistant told investigators the man said he could feel everything and it hurt very bad. That nurse has been licensed in the state since 2020.
A federal grand jury has indicted the man accused of attacking Paul Pelosi, the husband of House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. That means David DePape is now facing both federal and state charges. DePape is a Canadian citizen who was in the U.S. illegally. He has pleaded not guilty. According to Speaker Pelosi, her husband is making progress and is expected to make a full recovery. According to voting officials, La Crosse County cast more than 55,000 ballots in the November 8th midterms, equaling a voter turnout of 80%. That's not a record, though. In 2020, over 68,000 ballots were cast for the presidential election for an 88% turnout. Now, presidential elections, of course, generally produce higher turnout than midterms.
Voters statewide approved more than 60% of the school referendums on the November ballot. In the Coulee region alone, $3 million in referendums are moving forward.
News 8 Now's Dua Israr spoke to 2 Coulee region schools that are thanking voters for investing in education. Good evening, Dua.
Amy and Ken, the school districts of Holmen and Bangor have started designing some of the improvements and repairs their schools will need. This is just the start of using the roughly $100 million voters approved. On Tuesday, Holmen voters approved a $74.5 million referendum and a $650,000 recurring technology referendum. In Bangor, voters approved a $24 million referendum. District officials say they have started planning their first steps for improvements.
Basically, when we're talking actual construction, we've got the rest of the year will be all about design and getting ready for those bid packages to go out.
While the process has started, residents of Holmen and Bangor won't see improvements for a few years. Both Bangor and Holmen school officials say a majority of the construction will not be completed until 2024. Now, staff at both schools say the funding will help the current buildings last for several more years.
All right, thank you, Dua.
And according to district officials, the referendums will not have an impact on this year's tax bills.
Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers, who is celebrating his re-election Tuesday night, wasted no time getting back to work. The governor visited with students at Summit Elementary School here in La Crosse and even joined them for lunch and recess. Evers, a former teacher, says visits like these put everything into perspective.
Sometimes they'll talk about not having enough books or not having this or that, but at the end of the day, I think primarily it's just a reminder of how important school is to their future success.
The governor also made a stop at an Oshkosh Elementary School.
The newly elected Hennepin County Sheriff is making history in Minnesota before even being sworn in. Dewana Witt is Minnesota's first sheriff of color and first female sheriff. Witt once lived in government housing and became a mom at just 15 years old, eventually graduating high school in 1992. Witt hopes her story will inspire others to rise from adversity and achieve big dreams.
Growing up as a little girl, I never saw myself in this field, and just to know that I'm actually where I'm supposed to be. You know, this is my purpose. And then to be someone who can represent people that look like me as well.
It's a great mentality. And as Sheriff, Witt will oversee 800 employees and serve the more than 1 million people who live in Hennepin County.
President Biden is considering another 4 years in the Oval Office, but most Americans aren't supportive. According to a CBS News exit poll, 67% do not want president to run for office again. Even the majority of voters in his home state of Pennsylvania want the current president to take a step back. The poll also showed that voters had concerns about inflation and the economy. And
a little closer to home, heads up to drivers who use La Crosse's South Avenue. That's going to be closed between Green Bay Street and Ward Avenue at 9 o'clock Friday night. Closure is expected to last through the weekend while the crews there do some sewer work. In the meantime, drivers are encouraged to use Jackson Street and Losey Boulevard instead. Coming up after the break, a matter of duty. 3.5 million more American veterans are eligible for additional health care, and the Secretary of the VA says his department will serve them all.
Pilgrims was great. When I was diagnosed with breast cancer, they united around me from HR down to the people on the floor. They helped me get through the rough times. Pilgrims is not just a job, it's a career path.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Why wait until Black Friday for big savings? At Wesco and Sparta, it's Black November. Get break down the door savings on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and flooring. Save even more with coupon savings of $25 to $100. Buy one item, use one coupon. Buy 10 items, use 10 coupons. Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup are always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
It's Ford SUV season. Time to gear up for changing conditions on and off-road. Get great deals on our most capable lineup of Ford SUVs, including Ford Explorer and Bronco Sport. Both rated 2022 IIHS top safety picks, and both designed to give you greater confidence. Hurry, Ford SUV season will end soon. Now get 3.9% financing for 60 months plus $1,000 retail order bonus cash on a 2022 Ford Explorer and Bronco Sport. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we honor those who have served and sacrificed. And to show our gratitude this Veterans Day, we're offering a variety of deep discounts throughout the store, like 25% off Duke Cannon products, inspired by soldiers benefiting veterans. Save $50 on this Milwaukee brushless drill and impact combo kit. Special buy men's cat steel toe boots, $59.99, and get $200 off this DeWalt compound miter saw. Plus, now through Saturday, all veterans and active military members get an extra 10% off their entire purchase.
At Drury's in Fountain, we've been getting ready for the holidays. With furniture for your living room, dining room, and bedroom, we have many of our best-selling styles in stock. Upholstery and leather from Stressless, Flexsteel, Lazy Boy, and Smith Brothers. Dining rooms by Canal Dover, Amisco, and Canadell. And bedrooms from IFD and Daniels Amish. Our favorite brands, available for immediate delivery. Best of all, it's all on sale now. Quantities are limited, so hurry into Drury's in Fountain for the best selection.
Working Pilgrims has been working super nice, very convenient for me and my family. Especially on this job, I have a CDL driver license. Pilgrims is more than a job, it's a career path.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Got my suit dry cleaned during the break. All right, tomorrow the nation will honor the men and women who've served this great nation. This year's Veterans Day events follow a long political battle. Vets and comedian Jon Stewart had demanded urgent help earlier this year for the vets exposed to toxic burn pits.
The pressure worked and Congress passed what's called the PACT Act. It approves new benefits for care and injuries tied to toxic chemicals.
The question now, is the VA ready to help the up to 3.5 million veterans who might have been exposed? Mike Valerio has the story.
There were some soldiers that were just sitting there in that space with this toxic fume cloud over them for over a year. And now when I think about that, in retrospect, it's honestly horrifying.
Retired National Guard Captain Rafael Barbosa flew above the battlefields of Iraq and Afghanistan. Burn pits, he says, loomed in the background.
The burn pit exposure is the wild card. You know, you might be young, but that exposure puts you into a high-risk category and all bets are off.
The fumes, Barbosa and his doctors say, led to stage 4 colon cancer. But this past summer, after stalling briefly in Congress, the PACT Act eventually passed. It's a new law expanding VA health care for veterans exposed to burn pits and other toxins.
How big a deal is the PACT Act for veterans?
Look, it's a big deal.
Dennis McDonough is the U.S. Secretary of Veterans Affairs. Right now, the VA is accepting burn pit claims, and in less than 2 months, the VA will start rolling out treatment.
January 1st, 2023, will the VA be ready for this influx of claims that are coming down the pike?
Yeah, so we will be ready. We've spent the last year hiring 2,000 new people. Those are 2,000 new VA staff to be in a position to work on those claims.
McDonough says he realizes the task is enormous, but he says for the VA, it's a matter of duty. He urges vets, survivors, and their family members to file claims at va.gov/PACT, even if their claims were denied in the past. Veterans are also asking if they seek burn pit benefits, like Barbosa did, will their existing care stay the same with no cuts whatsoever?
Yes, I can assure them that. They fought like hell to get the benefit that they have. We are not going to reopen your old claim, right? That is as it is.
In Washington, I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
Seems only right.
Yeah, absolutely. Those burn pits were nasty and they were just so commonly used, especially during the wars in the Middle East. So good timing.
All right. Well, still to come tonight at 5, a local elementary school is getting recognized for its environmentally friendly landscape.
And in the world of weather, we are seeing a cold front push through. We're going to go from highs in the 60s to highs tomorrow in some places, may stay below freezing. Details on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
Come in and be inspired. Find the perfect gift or treasure for your home. Curated offers a large variety of carefully selected items in all price ranges. Curated, the La Crosse area's full-service interior design studio and retail boutique. 320 Pearl Street, La Crosse.
Save today with 11% off everything at Menards. Give your bathroom a fresh update with Delta. Their bathtubs and showers are built for style, design, and durability. All Delta tubs and showers are 11% off. Save big on adhesives from Loctite. They have the strongest and most durable construction adhesives that you can buy. Use it anywhere and get your projects done. Right now, all Loctite adhesives are 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal, come have a taste of Wisconsin.
America's Dairyland.
As in real dairy.
It gives Culver's fresh frozen custard its famous rich and creamy flavor.
Like really rich.
So rich.
Rich and creamy.
And our cook-to-order Butterburgers?
They're topped with, you guessed it, Wisconsin cheese.
But it's the smiles we put on your face
with every meal made just for you.
That really makes our hearts melt.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Get a $500 cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado pickups with a 2.7-liter engine. Plus, current Chevy owners can get an additional $2,500 cash allowance. Plus, unlock your code to claim $500 Chevy Cyber Cash.
La Crosse is the place with this culture-loving, friendly people.
Maestro Alexander Platt with the La Crosse Symphony Orchestra.
Live musical performance is a participatory art form. And that's so incredible about music, that the audience is literally playing a role.
Join the La Crosse Symphony Orchestra Saturday, November 12th for Made in America, sponsored by Advisors Management Group Incorporated. Tickets available now at lacrossesymphony.org.
Come in and be inspired. Find the perfect gift or treasure for your home. Curated offers a large variety of carefully selected items in all price ranges. Curated, the La Crosse area's full-service interior design studio and retail boutique. 320 Pearl Street, La Crosse.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
A La Crosse conservation group is highlighting a local elementary school for its water-friendly landscape.
Today, La Crosse Area Waters dedicated new signage to the Jane Hummel Rain Garden at the La Crescent Hoka Elementary School.
So the garden is run entirely by volunteers and is specifically designed to take water from the school's downspouts and distribute it equally to all the plants there. The elementary school principal hopes the signage can now help educate students about protecting a critical resource.
They've got a variety of species of plants that are identified on the signage, as well as really the purpose of this place is outlined on the sign so that they know what we are trying to do here is be good stewards of our environment.
Very cool. The school also has a traditional garden, a sensory garden, and a natural playground.
Yeah, lots over there. COP says since coming out of the pandemic, the school wanted to be more purposeful with the outdoor features that they offer students.
And they'll get to find out how rain-friendly it is today. Eric Dean is tracking some storms.
Hey, that's right. Good evening, everybody. Take a look at the city cam. I'm going to step off screen real quick because look at this. You can see just a beautiful sunset across the Cooley region. We're seeing that mixture of clouds, and you can see the sun trying to peek out there just a little bit. Outside right now, look at this. We're seeing a temperature of 52 degrees. We have cloudy skies. Humidity is at 74%. Winds are out of the west-northwest at 18 miles per hour. We made it says 68. We made it to 69, which tied the record set back in 2016. 52 was our low. 49 and 32 is where we should be for this time of year. So the Dean's List as we go into the evening and overnight hours. That rain chance is going to taper off in the overnight hours. Much, much cooler for your Friday. Below normal temperatures. That's going to be the forecast for days. Not just Friday, not just the weekend, but look at this. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, even next Friday, we're going with a high of 30. Our average high for this time of year, like I mentioned, is 49 degrees. So at least the next 8 days, we're going to stay below normal. As for precipitation, we're seeing some scattered showers over towards Prairie du Chien, over towards portions of Juneau and Adams County. And basically, here's the setup. We had that cool front push its way through. The winds are going to shift out of the north and the northwest as we go into your evening and overnight hours. And you can tell exactly where that front is. I'll go ahead and draw this out for you. Right there is where the front is. So we're at 52, Fargo's at 26, Rapid City's at 15, Billings is seeing a temperature of 16 degrees. That's a sign of things to come this weekend. So when you wake up in the morning, temperatures in the low to mid 20s will greet you. 21 in Black River Falls, 21 Sparta, Double Deuces, 22 in Viroqua, 25 in La Crosse, 24 in Viroqua. Preston, you'll make it to 21 degrees. So we're going to stay partly to mostly cloudy as we go into the evening and overnight hours. I'm not going to rule out a stray shower or two. By Friday, we'll see mostly cloudy skies and highs tomorrow. There you go. Those temperatures, they are dropping. We're going from temperatures in the 60s today to highs in the 30s. Some places, especially towards Viroqua, Decorah, over towards Eau Claire, may see temperatures staying below freezing. So we're going to go to 35 in La Crosse. Winona's going to go to 34. Red Wing will go to 32, and then mid-30s towards Prairie du Chien and Boscobel. So the details of the first alert forecast for tonight, we're going to go to 25 degrees. The thunderstorm chances, they're out of here. We're going to stay cloudy and chilly with winds out of the west at 10 to 15 miles per hour. For tomorrow, we start the day off with temperatures in the 20s. We're going to hover right around 33, 34 degrees throughout the afternoon and early evening hours. Let's take a look here at the next 8 days. And I want to go ahead and break out tomorrow as that front pushes its way through. And you can see what's happening. That wind is going to stay out of the north, which is going to keep us relatively cool for tomorrow going into your Saturday. So we're going to go to 35 on Saturday, but we take a look here at some highs across the area. Some places towards Eau Claire, Winona, Rochester, Red Wing, even Preston. We'll see temperatures at or below freezing. So no matter how you slice and dice it, definitely bundle up, not just tomorrow, not just this weekend, but for the next several days. Scattered snow chances, not out of the question for Monday and Tuesday. We stay in the mid-30s for Wednesday and Thursday. Then Friday, we will see temperatures in the upper 20s, low 30s on the high end. So the bottom line, gang, hope you enjoyed the above normal temperatures with highs in the 60s and 70s, because we can just kiss those goodbye.
That's okay. I want to be lazy. I've had a long week. I want to sit in my house and do nothing in the cold weather. That's hey, it's cold. I'm not going anywhere.
Are all drained after election night.
Yeah.
Need to recharge.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Thanks, Eric.
You bet.
Up next, divers recover a piece of the Space Shuttle Challenger from the ocean floor.
Where and how they found it, and where the artifact may find a more permanent home after this.
The Board Store Home Improvements is thankful for over 12,000 customers. As a veteran-owned local business, we appreciate your business the past 33 years. We would love to thank you. Stop in and say hi.
For 4 days only, your local Ashley store has Veterans Day doorbusters. Get great deals on furniture, mattresses, and more. Plus, all veterans and active military get an extra 10% off their in-store purchases. Visit your local Ashley store or shop online today.
No two sets of eyes are the same, and nothing should keep them from getting the expert eye care they need. That's why we'll cover your cost of your insurance copay or your eye exam. Schedule your eye exam at pearlvision.com.
The power to change your future is now. The new F-150 is here. Be one of the first to drive the latest, most advanced, best-selling truck for the last 45 years. Custom order your F-150 today. Now lock in 3.9% financing for 60 months plus $1,000 retail order bonus cash on a 2023 Ford F-150. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Papa Murphy's presents How to Change the Way You Pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Order the limited time Hog Heaven pizza for just $12.99 at papamurphys.com.
Care. It's baked into everything we do. Like Perkins Bacon Fest. Made with care and lots of bacon. Starting at just $8.99, enjoy all our delicious favorites from pancakes to cheeseburgers and more. And don't forget, nothing sweetens the season like a fresh baked pie from Perkins Holiday Bake Shop. Save time and order online at perkinstogo.com.
Better sleep starts with a better mattress from Ashley. Get an Ashley Sleep Queen mattress for as low as $2.99. Delivered right to your door in days, not weeks. Don't lose another night. Visit your local Ashley store or shop online today.
ET, see you at the CMAs.
We're partying with country music's finest at the CMA Awards. Next, ET.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
A book designed to improve your child's development is also uniting the community.
In a special ceremony today, the Rotary Club of La Crosse released the newest edition of The Brain Game. It's a resource book meant to aid parents and caregivers with their child's development. So the book includes activities and other tips for development stages up to 3 years old.
Rotary Club members were inspired to write the first edition more than 20 years ago. And with the 4th edition now released today, members are certain the book has been very beneficial to parents and area kids.
We know that the parents are the prime actors in a child's life, but we look at the community as being the supporting cast. And our whole attitude is we want every child to succeed, because if the child succeeds, then the community succeeds.
So each new mother who gives birth at either of the 2 local hospitals will be getting a free copy. We'll post a link to more information about the book on news8000.com.
Talk about an incredible discovery. Divers working on a documentary for the History Channel recovered a piece of the Space Shuttle Challenger.
The crew was working off the coast of Florida and noticed a large human-made object partially covered by sand on the seafloor. NASA scientists confirmed it belongs to the Challenger.
Yeah, it sunk to the ocean floor nearly 37 years ago when that shuttle experienced an emergency seconds after liftoff, and all 7 astronauts on board were killed.
The History Channel documentary depicting the discovery will be airing Tuesday, November 22nd. NASA is considering what it will do with the artifact that will properly honor the legacy of Challenger's fallen astronauts.
So it'll be in January. It will hit the 37-year anniversary. And the reason why this is so memorable to most Americans is the fact that there was a teacher.
Yes.
There was a civilian teacher on board. So kids like me, we were all in the gym watching it when the tragedy hit. And it's one of those first moments I remember, like one of those first huge moments of her life. So neat discovery for their families.
Yes.
We'll preview what's coming up at 6 right after this break.
And Eric will have another look at tonight's forecast.
Welcome to ESCO. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Welcome to our new home and gift department. From pillows to throws, seasonal to everyday. Come in and explore. Where white glove delivery and setup are always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Holman Locker and Meat Market, your place for fresh, quality, local meat. Now's the time to stock up with our fall freezer filler bundle. Call and order yours today. Eat healthy, shop local at your Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
Upgrade your Harley this winter and let us store it. Reserve your spot with Great River Harley-Davidson. Schedule your tune-up and upgrades now and have them ready for spring. Our technicians have over 51 years of experience working on Harley-Davidson motorcycles. We have the factory-approved parts, tools, and diagnostic equipment to keep your Harley-Davidson motorcycle tuned exactly to Harley-Davidson specifications. Spend $500 or more on parts, service, or upgrades and receive free storage until April 2023. Space is limited. Call or stop in today to reserve your spot.
Jolivet Family Farms, known for farm fresh fruit and vegetables, but featuring so much more. Come see all that we have. Homemade bakery, large selection of locally produced honey, gourmet popcorn, craft beer, wine, and cheese, meat and seafood, arts and crafts, and so much more. There is no substitute for homegrown freshness. Open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Thanksgiving.
You want something extra special for Thanksgiving, right?
Yes.
We have chocolate turkeys, turkey truffles, and fresh roasted nuts.
Oh, perfect. I wonder if they have advent calendars.
Here we have a great selection of advent calendars.
Great, I always get one for the girls.
Don't forget gold coins for St. Nicholas Day.
Wow, you're so good.
Well, it's kind of easy when your thoughts are Fanati's Nut and Chocolate Shop in downtown La Crosse.
Planning a hunting trip? Order the Hunter's Bundle from the Holman Locker and Meat Market. The Hunter's Bundle includes ground beef, locker dogs, bacon, and summer sausage. Shop local at your Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
Welcome to ESCO. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Welcome to our new home and gift department. From pillows to throws, seasonal to everyday. Come in and explore. Where white glove delivery and setup are always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Coming up on News 8 now at 6, the Wisconsin DNR released a draft plan of the new wolf management plan for the first time in 23 years.
The new plan eliminates a population goal. Instead, it gives the DNR more control over population reduction and growth strategies.
When the public can weigh in on that draft plan, coming up tonight at 6.
And here's a look at your forecast for tomorrow. We'll see temperatures going into the low to mid to upper 20s by the 8 o'clock hour. Then we're going to hover right around freezing throughout the morning and afternoon hours. Temperatures for tomorrow be around 35 degrees.
All right. Thank you, Eric. And thanks to you so much for joining us.
We appreciate your time. We hope you'll join us again at 6.